Cutie patootie. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, meow. Meow, it's a precious, the precious baby. Meow. Prince is a boy. And he's really old too. I've had him since I think 2015. 5 years? He's still a baby size though. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm not gonna shush you away when I like it, when I know you're trying to do that. Wow! You pretty boy. You pretty boy. Good evening, everyone. Today is Sunday, January 19, 2020. On day 23. Vlog number 1022. Currently, I'm studying and uploading the vlog from yesterday, so by the time you're watching this video, yesterday's vlog should already be up. Please be sure to go check it out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So I made cheese pizza. It's like this fondue pizza. It's supposed to be really good, but I didn't eat it. Just in case I get hungry. And I literally have been drinking Pepsi, like all day because I'm too lazy to actually get water. It's like way too heavy for me, and it's like awkward because I look stupid buying the water from the store. So, there's that little tidbit of just unnecessary information. And, yeah. And then I had like 5 or 6, actually more than 6 jalapeno poppers and a vegetable samosa, that was frozen. I prepared the jalapeno peppers and the samosa together. So collectively, I think they were in the toaster oven for about 15 minutes. And I flipped them in the middle, and yeah, but the samosa still came out. Actually, I put the samosa in 2 minutes after I put in the jalapeno poppers. It's just jalapeno pepper stuffed with cheddar cheese, and what else? You guys, my head is itchy. So, well, so the samosa, anyway, so, I did flip the samosa, like, at the same time that I flipped the jalapeno poppers, but it came out cold in the center still, because it was just, like, under 2 minutes. The jalapeno poppers were done, but the samosa was still cold. But that's okay. At least it was like, at least it wasn't like entirely cold, just a little cold, just a little. So if it would have stayed in like a couple more minutes, like if I would have put them at the same time that I put in the jalapeno poppers, it would have been better. Or probably a little bit longer. And like any other Sunday, I did absolutely nothing. I'm still like trying to get better. I did like stay in bed for most of the day, I think I want to say, but like I still feel like pretty lethargic, and just like slower. Like I was telling my tax lady person that I am not 17 anymore, that's for sure, that's for damn sure. So well, because I'm just done. And then I bought like 3 chicken breasts. I froze them yesterday, so they were in the freezer. So I took one out and I unthawed it, and then I actually cut it all into small like bite-sized pieces once it was unthawed, and like put it in a Ziploc bag and put it back in the freezer because I was actually gonna use it to cook with, again, like on top of the pizza. But then I changed my mind because there's no freaking way that I was gonna be able to. The pizza is so big. I think it's like an 18-inch pizza. So I was like, if I can even finish that and like right in the middle of eating the jalapeno poppers, I was like, I don't think I can even begin to eat the pizza. So the pizza's like sitting in my fridge, and yeah, and it's like super heavy, so it has like a lot of protein on it because it's all cheese. And I was going to like, I was gonna at least have like maybe a couple of pieces of that today, but I ended up not eating any of it because like I'm like I can't. And then anyways, so I think that's about all. The samosa is really good. It's like a big samosa. It's not like the small miniature cocktail size samosas. If you don't know what the heck a samosa is, just Google it. And yeah, but like a meal appetizer basically. That's the best way to describe it. Because it's salty. It's not a sweet dessert that would go after technically your meal. So yeah. I showed Prince the spoon and he was like, let me see these. He started like licking his lips and stuff. He's funny, but there's nothing on the spoon. Otherwise he knows that he's a baby and he wants to be fed with the spoon. That's pretty much all I ate today. The samosa was like about this big. It's way larger than the jalapeno peppers or the poppers, which contain cheddar cheese, which is protein. But yeah, that's about the only nutritional value that the jalapeno poppers actually have. And yeah, and besides that, I had some potato chips and some salsa chips. I'm pretty much out of queso blanco dip, and I need to go back to the store and get some more French onion dip because I'm completely out of that. And I have to remember not to do my ibuprofen with my Keppra, which is my seizure medication. I take it twice a day, 500 milligrams, because it literally has, like, I think that I have like heart palpitations even though I don't feel them when I'm on the medication. If it sort of gets flushed out of my system with the ibuprofen, which is what happens with ibuprofen and my seizure medication, there's a negative drug interaction. So you're not supposed to do them both together. And I thought that like I would be okay, like my seizures are not so severe, that I would actually like have a seizure. So basically I was like laying in bed last night trying to go to sleep, and my heart was going really, really fast, and I was like, I haven't had any coffee. Sort of like palpitations, like heart palpitations. It was just like my breathing was like kind of rapid. So anyway, laying in bed, I was like, okay, this is a freaking sign of the negative drug interaction. I was like, wow. So basically, if I look back on my seizures, I think they're actually spurred up from like not taking my medication, and like, what do you call it? Yeah, like actual, I think symptoms and side symptoms are like the heart palpitations. And also like, so I actually do experience like weakness and like shakiness. So crazy. And like my palms will get sweaty, like notably markedly sweatier. So yeah, it's not to the point that like I stink or anything like that. But anyway, so yeah, so rapid breathing, I'm pretty sure, like, it was very borderline, like, heart palpitations. I'm not even kidding. Like, like, it was muted, like, infantile heart palpitations. But that's because I didn't, like, my medication was pretty much, like, flushed away. Like, the Keppra, the levetiracetam that I take, even if it's 1,000 milligrams in a day, it was flushed out with the ibuprofen. And it, like, the symptoms of my seizures were so, like, on point, basically, that they immediately, you know, kind of started to surface, if you will. So I had to, like, I was like, crap, you know, because that is not good. Like, to have a seizure, it's really, really, really not good. Really, really not good. I really hate it. I mean, and, like, not being on my medication, which is pretty much what happened with the negative drug interaction, it just really, like, it makes me kind of, like, just, like, I had way too much coffee, and, like, that my body just can't really even tolerate it, to the point that I just had a seizure. So, yeah. And then there's everything else that comes with a seizure, the side effects that come with a seizure. So, like, my stomach was not right. It felt like I hadn't eaten in many days, because it sort of feels like I'm dying. And then, like, and so, like, the seizures kind of make me feel like I've been awake for way, way too long. Like, that it actually, like, having epilepsy and not having the drug makes me feel like I've been awake for, like, 47 hours or some crazy, like 43 hours or something crazy. So, like, that's what puts me into the patient category, and not so much like the normal, general, like, public category, or general, like, average human, normal, I don't know how to put it, but functioning. So it's, like, something that only a medication can control, not something that I have any control over myself. It's hard to explain, actually. That's spurred on by, like, genetics. Like, for example, if you fall, like, it's a complete accident, right? So it's, like, it's sort of like that. So if you, I mean, because you can't control the fact that you just fell down, right? You wouldn't actually make yourself fall down unless you were just acting. So literally for a movie or a play. So completely out of my hand. Like, my cheek is bleeding. I don't know, I guess it was like a blood pimple or something. But like, my dad had seizures, so I'm pretty sure that I contracted them genetically. But I think for the most part, like, cause of seizure is pretty unknown. So I wonder, I was, like, itching and stuff like that. Like, it's never been like that, but I think it's because it's never really healed like this, because I'm actually using acne medication for once. Oh, it's pretty bad. And then, like, I let it dry, and then now it's just dried blood on my face that's not going to come off. Actually, like, the cause of seizures sometimes is just abrupt and sudden. Like, it doesn't even have to be genetically attained. Like, you can just sort of pass out, and it can be considered a seizure if you were, like, kind of unconscious, but you were, like, flipping around and like waving your arms around. I forget what that's called. flailing your arms out of control and uncontrollably whilst unconscious. Whereas like I think fainting or like passing out is similar, but there's no actual like there's no uncontrollable movement involved. Also, like if I have a seizure, if you've ever experienced a headache, it's sort of like having a headache for 2 days straight. Yeah, until you take medication for it, basically. Yeah, or having a headache that just won't go away. I don't know, like I think that probably depression and epilepsy kind of have like they kind of go in a cyclical they have a cyclical nature, I would think. And on top of that, I'm having like these really crazy allergies problems, which are just adding to my what, I don't know the words, but my many problems already that I have. I'm having these allergies, and then like I'm using the fluticasone, which is a steroid. Now, previously I wasn't even using that, so I was just like making it with these freaking allergies just also being there. And then like before, like having major like back issues and just pain all over, like muscular pain all over. So yeah. And then like weight gain, all of a sudden like I gained a lot of weight because of some reason. I just started to eat a lot. Anyways, like as I take the medication, like my allergies obviously are slowly being able to be controlled and brought down like immensely, like 90%. I'm literally left with 10%, and it's like a big chunk. So I'm going to continue to use this steroid, and hopefully it'll continue to help my allergies, and I won't die from just being annoyed. One thing after another. So hopefully my acne will be better with the medicine, which is like being caused not only from allergies but just naturally. I think I have acne, so yeah, I would say that I do get acne. And here's the pizza. This is a pizza that I made. So it's like the fondue pizza. It's like, it's supposed to be like some crazy fondue thing. Never heard of it. Fondue style pizza. So it's like overly cheesy, notably more cheesier. So it gets really hot. That's what I can recall from what I think fondue is. And it's like a 5 cheese. So yeah, sort of melts like fondue. Which if you don't know what fondue is, you should Google it. And yeah, it's like this really hot, molten hot like pot that you can melt like chocolate in, and in this case it's really molten hot cheese. That doesn't require a pot, and I actually bought it from like a fondue pot. I actually bought it from the store. So yeah, it's like store-bought fondue. Anyways everyone, I'm gonna close the vlog. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys on the next vlog.